guys, I'm back with another video, and as you see here, I've got something from Ejiubas for you guys, and they were kind enough to send me some of their nail vinyls to review and share with you all. So I just want to say thank you so much to the Ejiubas company for contacting me and thinking of me and sending me these awesome products to share with you guys. So first I'm going to show you everything that they sent me. It comes in... the pack comes in this cute little purple envelope, just like their plates come. And they came wrapped up in this piece of plastic. I took it out just so I could flip through them and see what they looked like and learn a little bit more about them before I shared with you guys. So let me get that out of the way. And it also came with this piece of paper on top of the plastic, and it says, "Important. The stencil sticker is so thin that it's easy to tear. Please read the instructions in the back before you use." So that's very, very important. Okay, I did go ahead and read over them, and it's just, you know, very simple instructions. Peel off the, it says peel off the vinyls carefully, use a nipper to nip these little buds right here, which I'm going to do. Place it on the nail, put the polish on, peel them off. Basically, just like any other vinyl, it's just giving you a little more in-depth detail about how not to tear their vinyls. So first I'm going to run through and show you what all these vinyls are, and then I'm going to give you a little bit more background information about where to get their products and how to get discounts on their products. So each set of vinyls comes with 12 pages. Each page has 6 of each design, so you get a total of 24 different designs. I think this is awesome. It's like a great variety pack. If you're new to vinyls especially and you don't know exactly what you want, this is awesome. Because, like I said, it's a huge variety. You have 24 different designs to choose from and to play around with before you really dive in and get a whole bunch of one specific design. Or if you're like me and you don't really repeat the same mani twice, you don't really want 40 of the exact same thing because you're not going to use it again, you know? So let's start with the first page, and all of them have, I don't know how well you guys can see this. Right there it says ES01, so this is Ejiubas stencil number 1. And this one's really cute, as you can see. It's got the cute little hearts. Actually, I got them upside down, but it's got the cute little hearts up here, and then this really cool, funky, like abstract design. And the next page is ES2. And this one has these gorgeous diamonds and then this kind of mosaic style. And these vinyls are humongous too. I also want to point that out. You guys know I got some pretty long nails. They're a little short right now, but they're really long usually. And I'm going to go ahead and put the vinyl over top. You can see there's more than enough room for this thing to fit my nail. More than enough. And even my nails are pretty long. And as wide as these are, I could even use them width-wise, and they would still be long enough to cover my nail. That is awesome. So if you like the design, this design, but you like it better this way, you could easily do it that way, or even on a diagonal, because they are humongous. This next one is ES03, and it's got these cute, I don't know, they're kind of like stars. This reminds me of lattice. It's got the little polka dots inside, and then down here, these are kind of like an abstract flower and some more polka dots. This next one is ES04, and it's got this wavy pattern, almost like a chevron, but it's wavy, and then these really cute, what is that, zebra stripes? I almost wanted to say I wanted to say cheetah stripes, but obviously cheetahs don't have stripes. This one is ES05, and it's got like a diagonal chevron pattern, so it's like stair steps kind of. And then right here you've got just the normal checkerboard pattern. This next page is ES06, and it's got this really cute leopard print, and I know everyone calls it cheetah print. I call it leopard print because cheetah print is really just polka dots. This really is leopard print, but whatever you want to call it, that's the style, and I am going to be demoing this one today. And then you've got the really, really cute stars here, different sizes of stars. And the next page is ES07. And you've got this pattern right here, which is like the chevron with the diamonds in the middle. And this one in particular, I would like to use this way, not this way. I would like it better with the diamonds going straight down my nail. So I checked it out, and they are in fact long enough. So I'm definitely going to be using them. Not today, but in a different video. And then this is really cute, just like a bunch of arrows. This next page is ES08, and this is really cute. This is like that shattered glass pattern that everyone is going wild for right now. So that's awesome for that. And then here you've just got like a basket weave pattern. And this next page is ES09, and you've just got the diagonal lines, just straight lines. And the other part is just these little diamonds. Some are hollow and some are filled in. So you'll see a little bit more of that base coat. Next page is ES10, and I love this one too. I think it's super cute. You just got a bunch of little polka dots here, smaller and larger. And then down here you've got the flowers, some with the centers, some without, and then different size polka dots. This is ES10, or I'm sorry, ES11, and down here you've got these cute little 5-petal flowers and then smaller flowers within that. And this one I really love. It's hearts that all meet in the middle there and then go around in a circle, but this will be perfect for St. Patrick's Day. It looks like a 4-leaf clover. And finally, this is the last page. It's ES12, and as you see, it's kind of like a tribal design with the polka dots and triangles. And up here, you've got some more triangles and polka dots in a different, like a different layout. So now that I have showed you guys all the designs that come in this pack, I do have a 20% off discount code for them. And that code is 51902SDP, and I will link that down below so you don't have to whip out your pens. And, oh no, I apologize. I'm sorry. That code is the one for the Wonders of Life stamping plate set, and I have reviewed their Halloween plate for you guys, and I am going to show you the Christmas one very shortly. So that's for the Wonders of Life set. That's the 51902 SDP is for Wonders of Life for their stamping plates. And that discount code will get you 20% off of their plates on Ejiubas.com and on Amazon. So I will link both of those sites that these are available at down below for you, okay? For the vinyls, I have a 20% off code as well. And the code for that is UGET20O, as in the letter, and then the letter F. So, and that will also get you 20% off at Ejiubas.com and at Amazon. They also sell their plates on Wish.com. Now, to get them from Wish.com, you have to have an account. You have to be a member. You can't just go on and buy like you can on Amazon or eBay. Also, you cannot use a discount code there, but their plates usually sell for $15.99 for the 2 double-sided plates. On Wish.com, they're $14 even. Plus, the shipping is only $2 on Wish.com. But like I said, you can't use a discount code there. Also, you have to be a member, okay? So that's up to you whether you get them from Wish or Amazon or whatever. But I will link the plates at Wish.com down below as well. And if they sell the vinyls at Wish.com, if I can hunt them down, I'll link that down below for you as well, okay? So now that I've got all the yucky logistics out of the way, let's get to the fun and play with these vinyls. So I've gotten everything out that I'm going to need, and I know before I did tell you guys that I was going to be using this leopard print up here from ES06, but I changed my mind because I really just love this diamond pattern on ES07, and I did put a napkin behind it just so you guys can see the pattern a little bit better. So in the instructions, it does tell you to take something like a cuticle nipper and clip these little like connecting, I don't know how you guys can see. Can you see how it's like connecting the vinyls to the outside border? It's telling you to clip that. And it also tells you to use something with a sharp edge, like a cuticle pusher. The other end of the cuticle pusher is perfect to lift the vinyl off of the plastic. So you can do it that way, where you use these little nippers to clip the little brads. Or you can do it the way I'm going to do it. Here, actually, we're going to do it this way. And you can just take a regular pair of scissors and just kind of clip around it, because honestly, the outside edge has no bearing on how your design is going to turn out at all. So you don't want to accidentally clip this part, because that is going to weaken the vinyl itself. So you want to make sure that you definitely stick to snipping in that little border there, okay? And I'm just cutting the plastic that it's on as well, because, you know, I don't feel like you don't really need that part that much. So Now that I have this here, I'm not even going to waste my time clipping this part off because, like I said, it has no bearing on the vinyl or the design itself. So it's not important whether you clip that off or not. So I'm going to use my little cuticle pusher here, and I'm going to try to, let me see if it'll only come up in the middle. I'm going to try to work with this here and get it to get the corner up, but I'm having a hard time. Let me see if I bend it, and then I can get it up. There we go. Okay, now that I've got that edge separated a little bit, now I'm going to use my little tool and kind of jimmy it under there. And I'm just going to loosen it all the way around with this sharp little tool. And if you just try to pull it, these are so thin that you're most likely going to tear part of the vinyl, and then your design's not going to come out. And it does seem like the border is much stickier than the design part itself. So now I'm going to put that down, and I am going to stick this to the back of my hand because it's very sticky, and this will help ensure that you're not going to rip up your base coat. So before I stick this to my nail, I do want to do a quick run over what I have on. I have 2 coats of Gold Bright from Clean Color on the nails I'm sticking the vinyls on, and on my ring finger and thumb I have on 1 coat of Wet n Wild Black Cream, which is what I'm going to be filling in the vinyl with. And I also top that off with Black Diamonds, number 480, and this is a Sally Hansen Diamond Strength color. And I'm going to be using both of those blacks to fill in the vinyl. So now that I've stuck this to the back of my hand, I'm going to go ahead and peel it off here. Very gently, just like we did before. And now it's still sticky, but not as sticky as it was. So I'm going to layer it to where these diamonds are going down the middle of my nail, just to show you guys how big these things are that you can do that. And I'm going to lay it on and make sure that it's centered before I fill it in. Okay, so I'm going to stick the vinyl down in the middle and smooth it from the middle very gently outward, just to make sure that all of the little lines are going where they are supposed to go, okay? And you just want to push it down to your nail. And after you lay it down, you really want to make sure you give it a good push everywhere. Make sure that it is securely stuck. You can see here probably where this one's not quite stuck. You really want to make sure it's stuck on the nail good. You need to make sure there's no air bubbles underneath. There's no wrinkling, because anywhere there's a space, like at my cuticles, polish is going to seep underneath and it's going to ruin the design, and it's not going to be as crisp and as pretty as you'd like it. So ideally you would want it to come up a little higher, but because I'm doing this widthwise instead of lengthwise, it's not going to go up as high on my skin. So it's going to be a little harder for me to position it, but that's okay. And I'm going to push it everywhere I need to. And sometimes when you're putting a vinyl on, it won't quite hug your nail the way you want to, especially if you have a strong C-curve like I do. So you can actually snip the vinyl in a couple different places to help you be able to smush it down. Sorry, I had to pull it real close to my face to be able to see. I clipped the vinyl right here, as you can see, and right here, to where it'll really smush down to the tip of my nail the way I want it to. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and cut the exact same spots. And that should make it easier to get flush to my nail. So I'm going to cut right here between these 2 little chevron guys, these little lines. And you can still use your scissors for this, but it's going to be a little bit harder. And this way, now see, it'll smush to my nail where it wouldn't before. Okay, so now that, excuse me, now that it's a little bit more flush, I'm going to give it one more good push everywhere. Piece of fuzz. Good push everywhere. And then I'm going to take the back of my tweezers here and kind of go around the cuticle area and push it down. And this metal edge here will give it a nice good crease and make sure it's nice and flush right there deep in the cuticle area, because that's a really, really hard spot to get. And if you have one of those like rubber cuticle pushers, one of those cheapo ones, that's perfect for this. But I don't have one. I used to, but I lost it. Okay, so now I feel like that is about as flush as I'm going to get it at the tip. So Hopefully it stays well. Now I'm going to take my black Wet n Wild and I'm going to go over it with the Wet n Wild first. And before you do this, guys, you got to make sure your nails are completely dry. Use a quick dry top coat. I waited half an hour just to be sure that they're dry, okay? So I'm going to start with the Wet n Wild, and then I'm going to quickly go over that with the Sally Hansen. And you can do this with a sponge, or you can just paint it on. I'm just going to paint it on today. But if you do it with a sponge, it will be a little thinner, a little more flush to the nail. But I'm just going to paint it on, make it quick and easy for myself. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild here. And paint all over the nail. Try to go as close to as straight down as possible, and don't really like smush the brush around too much. Like, don't glide the brush backwards on your nail because it'll cause lifting where the vinyl is. Okay, so now that it is predominantly covered with that, I'm going to quickly go over it. Now that I've finished painting the polish on, you want to quickly remove the vinyl as soon as you're done painting the polish. Do not let it dry. If you let it dry, it's going to ruin the design. So one quick fluid motion. If you can pull straight up, that's even better. And there's the design. It came out pretty good. I think there's one little spot right here where the black wasn't as thick, but I think it came out pretty good for my first try with these vinyls, as you can see here. So now all you have to do is clean up and top coat. And I am going to finish this mani in my next video, which is going to be a collab with Ejiubas, and that will be posted on the 5th. Okay guys, so I have finished using the vinyls on the rest of the gold nails, and this is how they look. I do think I probably picked one of the more difficult vinyls to use just because it had, you know, all that open space without any connective pieces of vinyl, but I think they came out pretty good. I really like these vinyls. I would definitely recommend them. I would definitely purchase them myself. I do wish that they had some more vinyls that are like more popular, like just regular chevrons, maybe like the mermaid scale, things like that. But I do think they're great. I think they're a great variety pack. I do think they're just as easy to use as the higher end vinyls, like maybe What's Up Nails or Twinkle Tea. I think they work great. So, like I said before, I will list all of those discount codes and all of the links to get the Ejiubas products down below for you. Make sure you tune in to see my collaboration mani with Miss Ejiubas, so that way you guys can see what I do to complete this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll do my very best to help you and answer them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and come back to see me next time. Bye!